Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Central Illinois Sports, your source for IESA State Championship basketball. We're here in Havana, Illinois, where our first game today, the 10 o'clock game, will be the Havana Ducks against the Nokomis Redskins. As we take a look at this today, Nokomis comes in with a record of 24-3, and Havana comes in at 25-1. We are your exclusive source for video. If you paid the $15 this morning, if you didn't realize that, you can switch over and watch 1A, you can watch 3A, you can watch 4A, watch them all on that YouTube channel, and then you can get the championship games, all four classes. Also, we'll be bringing you boys basketball, 7th and 8th grade, volleyball, baseball, and softball. And so with that, we're going to let our sponsors have some time here. You're listening to Central Illinois Sports and the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, brought to you by Great Rivers Bank, Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, Hannibal, and it's here to help you with lending and personal banking needs. Our friendly service and dedicated loan officers can help you through buying a home, opening a business, or making a deposit. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account, plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Seed selection is one of the important decisions required to achieve yield goals. Logan Agri-Service represents top seed lines in the industry like Lewis Hybrids, Stein Seed, and AgriGold, and focuses on products developed to meet or exceed our customers' expectations. Sit down with one of our experienced local seed experts who will work with you to help select top-producing corn hybrids and soybean varieties tailored for your specific soils and fertility levels. Or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. The road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that, it looks awesome, and then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
We do a procedure called a transcatheter aortic valve replacement, and we call it TAVR.
TAVR is state of the art. It wasn't really available worldwide until the early 2000s.
It's a minimally invasive procedure in order to replace the valve.
I'm number 1.
I was number 100. Years ago, they would have to do open heart surgery, and now they don't.
Had I not had it done, I would not be here today. I feel like I'm living on a bonus of blessings.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
You're getting thirsty. Bold. Refreshing. So good. I mean, dude.
Back with you on Central Illinois Sports with the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Great Rivers is located in Pittsfield, Berry, and Liberty, and Hannibal. Stop in and check with them about your loans for your home, your business, whatever it might be. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. First game for you today, we have 4 on tap for you as we'll give that to you right out of the gate. The 10 a.m. game here in 2A will be Nokomis versus Havana. 11:30, we'll have Paris Crestwood. We'll see some of the kids on the same roster that we saw over the first day in the 7th grade tournament against Serena. Then it'll be Hayworth against Liberty, a team we're very interested in. They're close to our neck of the woods. Armstrong Ellis will be the 2:30 game, and then Peoria Christian. And then we'll take a break, hopefully. After that 2:30 game, we're hoping it's done no later than 4 o'clock. Then we start the 5 o'clock game. Will be the semifinals, 5 and 6:30. And then next Thursday, we'll have the 3rd place game and the championship game for you here on Central Illinois Sports. Let's talk about the teams that we have in front of us right now. Nokomis, they come from about, I'm going to say, hour and a half, 2 hours southeast of here. Small community that Lisa and I are kind of familiar with, had our friends there. Superintendent, Dr. Scott Dewar, Assistant Principal, Lindsay DeFevers, and their coach is Sean Hendrickson, assisted by McKenna Sanders. They come into this contest 24-3. On the other side, we got the Havana Ducks. The Lady Ducks come into this contest 25-1. Nathan Brady is the principal. Tyler Southwood, the athletic director. Superintendent Matthew Plater, and principal Tyler Southwood. Coached by Jamie Campana and assisted by Dennis Kramer, and also assisted by Nikki French and Shelly Brooks. They come in 25-1 into this tournament. We've seen these girls as they've grown up and look pretty good, but there's something unique here. If you see Havana out there, some of the girls have different socks on, which I'm not looking for the Ducks. Yeah, they kind of have some funky socks on there. Some match, some don't match, and let me tell you about that. The Havana girls will have on crazy socks in honor of Ashton Fernetti. He was a student at Havana and passed away in a car accident. His family does a sock tree in his memory because he always wore crazy socks. Every year we go get socks as a team before going to state. Today is Ashton's 20th birthday, so we decided to go get the socks today for his birthday. And so they're wearing crazy socks for a student that was a student here at Havana. And guys, that's a pretty cool story.
Yeah, I think it's pretty interesting because, it's cool to see a community rally around one family after they lost a loved one, and I think that's just a great representation of how much they care for each other here.
Well, the fact is that this kid's birthday is today, and he's, what did you say, 20?
He would have been 20.
Would have been 20. These kids would not have even been in high school at that time.
Or junior high.
Yeah, so I think that's the neat part, that how that tradition has just continued to be a part of the community.
Yeah, and we saw it last week with the jerseys the warm-up jerseys for the Nauvoo-Calusa coach who passed away a couple of weeks ago from pancreatic cancer. We were down doing a high school game at Griggsville Perry, and they were wearing different colored shoes in honor. They really didn't have a team shoe this year. They got to wear a variety of colors of shoes, whatever they wanted. And so it's great when we pay tribute to people in our community that have passed. We're about 4 minutes away here, so let's do the starting lineups. They're brought to you today by your Farm and Home Supply. From snacks and hoodies to power tools and lawn chairs, no other place has it all. Your local Farm and Home Supply. And I believe Farm and Home Supply is right outside of town here in Havana.
Just east of us.
We could go there during a break if we had time. But let's take a look at those starting lineups. Let's go first for the Nokomis Redskins. It'll be Hannah Tarter, the 8th grader, Brooklyn Marley, the 8th grader, Carson Bartolino, the 8th grader, Lily Rowers, the 8th grader, and Kendra Dean, the 8th grader. And so for the, I'll call it home Havana Ducks here today, it looks like this. They will actually be the visitors on the scoreboard today. So they are the visiting team in this contest. It'll be Ava Kramer, the 8th grader, Madeline Howarder, the 8th grader, Evelyn Smith, the 8th grader, Maggie French, the 8th grader, and Natalie Artholoni, the 8th grader. Those are your Farm and Home Supply starting lineups, brought to you by Farm and Home Supply. Folks, you can get everything from snacks to tools to clothes to whatever it is at your local Farm and Home Supply. We'll be back with the start of the ball game after these messages.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your 470.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already, he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply. Tell my mom to pick me up soon.
Back with you on Central Illinois Sports. Steve Surratt, Lisa Surratt, Tim Hull, and Jacob Hull with you today. We got a foursome going today. Everybody's got their own job today, which is kind of nice. But we were just blessed by the fact that the Havana Lady Duck basketball team sang the national anthem from midcourt and did a wonderful job on it. Saw harmony and everything else with it. So a great job by the Lady Havana Ducks. Again, let's give your Farm and Home Supply starting lineups to you in just a moment here. Let me get my headset turned down just a little bit, because I'm like over-modulating. All right, let's go for the visiting Lady Havana Ducks. It'll be Ava Kramer, Madeline Howarder, Evelyn Smith, Maggie French, and Natalie Artholoni. On the Nokomis side of things, Anna Tartar, Brooklyn Marley, Carson Bartolino, Lily Browers, and Kendra Dean. And Tim, you had a unique thing. Where did these teams meet last?
So last year in the state tournament, Nokomis got 4th and Havana got 1st. So this is the 1st place and the 4th place game from last year.
All right. This ought to be a good ball game, I would think. We're hoping for a good ball game today.
They actually gave all their players on the bench, and now they're just doing the starting lineup.
Okay. Lisa, do you want to give all the players off the bench, or all of them?
I could. On Havana's side of things, it's Jenna Brooks, Madeline
Worley.
That's a starter there. How about Addison Worley, Marley Smith, Olivia Duncan, Jordan Marley, and followed out by Lila Dye. That will make up the whole Havana team.
What about for the other side for the Nokomis team?
Nokomis team, you got Kara Beatty, you got Avery West, you have Nina Johnson, Emily Hartzman, and I probably just missed that one, I'm sorry.
It's Harston. Yep, and it's Reby.
And Addie Kress, Joel Jackson, Paige Susley, Kennedy Amon. Man, I wish they had Post Smith and Jones' names.
They were kidding down there. The coach was, the young lady was standing there when they given her pronunciations, and I said Amon. He said, "Or you can call her Mayman." And the gal goes, the 8th grade girl goes, "No. It's Amen." I said, "But I'm a pastor. Amen's easier to say." But we're getting ready for hopefully some exciting basketball to go on here today. And yeah, Tim, before the day's up, if we get people standing up, we may have to move Jacob.
Yeah, he might just need to get a little bit taller though too.
We'll put him on the table down at this end. It'll all work.
It'll be great. As I tell people, last year BC Hornet Sports, which is Lisa and I's company, and Central Illinois Sports were the only people doing any kind of video or anything at the state tournament last year. And so what you've got here is every game, every location for all classes, girls, boys. And so you're able to watch today because of some hard work behind the scenes for people. Again, we try to do our best with pronunciations. I'm going to say this right up front. Occasionally we may mispronounce the name. We don't mean any disrespect. And there's a chat thing on YouTube. You can send a message, but send it the phonetic spelling if I'm doing it wrong. And so up front, that's going to be Bortolino. And it'll be Bortolino and Smith jumping center. Bortolino taller in this. Dave Bishop will put the ball up. Ball fought for. It's going to end up being Nokomis basketball. With that, that'll be Tartar. Tartar with the dribble goes toward the middle and then a little outside. She's still with the dribble. Finally kicks to the corner. That's going to be Marley. Marley goes in, shoots, no good. Rebound on the backside. That's Dean for 2 points for the first 2 points of this contest. Coming back the other way. Havana gets it over. That's Howarder. She drives to the center, throws it back door. They kick it back out and around. Back down low to Artholoni. Then they get it into Howarder. She loses the basketball. They collect it back. Kick it out. That'll be Kramer. Kramer will reset the offense. They need to reset the left-hand side. Smith down in the corner. That's Howarder. Back over to French and down in the corner to Kramer for a shot. No good. And they say it'll stay Havana ball. Dave Bishop, Timothy Brock, and Devin Workman, your officials for today's first game. They'll probably do 2 games. Inbound, that'll be Smith. Smith gets it in. That's going to be Howarder. She doesn't make it. Rebound is Artheloni. Backing around, kicking around the top. Howarder, back over to Smith. And in the corner, that's going to be Artheloni. No good. Dye with the rebound. She puts it back up and she gets fouled.
First one at the line for a free throw shot is Artheloni. Coach is having a talk with the ones that don't have to be at the line. Artheloni does a few short dribbles, puts it up, and puts it in for the first point on the board for them.
2-1. Marley brings the ball up. She'll try to push it up. Knocked away by French, but she gets it back. Back at Browers. And underneath for 2, no good, was Bertolino. She gets the ball back and puts it up. Bertolino with 2. 4-1, Nokomis. And a foul going to be called. And the foul's going to be called on Browers. Lily Browers, the 8th grader, with the foul, their second foul. Smith into Kramer. Back to Smith. Kick it down in the corner, down to Artheloni. She's up off the glass and good. 3 points for Artheloni, makes it a 4-3 ball game. Back the other difference. Browers, she'll end up giving the ball to Tarter. Tarter throws it down. That's going to be Marley. Marley tries to get it in the middle to Dean, and it's knocked out of bounds, and a great defensive job there by Havana, guys.
Yeah, and I noticed that both teams kind of run like a zone press on each other, and I think that's working to both teams' advantage here.
Ball finally got into Tarter. Tarter gets it down to Dean. She goes up for 2. Both teams working the ball underneath. 6-3, 3:50 left here in the first quarter. It is Nokomis. Drive in, kick out. That will be Kramer. Kramer sinks the 3. That's going to tie things up, folks. 6-6, our first tie. As Nokomis tries to get the ball in, Marley gets it, dribbles. She can't find somebody to throw. She's going to get a 10-second. Oh, timeout call.
30 seconds.
30-second timeout. 3:28, 6-6. Nokomis in Havana.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy. Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Back with you on Central Illinois Sports, 6-6 tie. Havana and Nokomis here in the 8th grade 2A state quarterfinals. Ball will be inbounded. That's Browers. She gets it into Tarter. Tarter, full court pressure by Havana. And a pick set and traveled.
Traveled with it. Turnover.
Neither team really handling the press of the other team very well, but whenever they have got it, they've got layups off of it.
Brooks into the ball game for Havana. Brooks back over to Smith. Left, that is Howarder. Back out to Brooks in the corner. That's Kramer. Artheloni back out. And for 2, Howarder, no good. Rebound inside was Smith, or Kramer. She couldn't get it back up. As we hustle back the other direction, Marley gets it under the basket to Bertolino, and she has 2 points, making it an 8-6 ball game. Havana will bring it up. That'll be Kramer. Howarder. Back out front, that's Smith. Got to Artheloni, back door, that's Howarder. Into the lane, goes up off the glass, and that's good. Second tie of the ball game, 8-8. Back the other direction, Browers. She'll get it down to Bartolino, and low again to Dean, and she misses a shot. And Tim, we talk about that you've got to make those bunnies. That was a bunny right there that needed to be made.
Yeah, and that can decide whether you get to or miss a state championship kind of game.
That is her second foul.
Between that, free throws and turnovers, got to make the bunnies. Brooks brings the ball up. She'll kick it over to Smith. Back to Brooks. Post to Artheloni. Artheloni into Howarder, and she loses the ball off her foot, but coming back the other direction is Tartar. Tartar gets it down to Marley. Marley shoots off the glass and makes it. We're tied 8-8, or 10-8, excuse me. 10-8, Nokomis. Brooks, Smith, Kramer. Kramer drives baseline, goes in, loses the basketball, and I believe, White touched it while it was out of bounds. Gonna pull Bortolino out of the ball game, and Jackson will come in for Nokomis. Inbound will be Smith. Tries to get under. She does to Artheloni. Bounces around. No good. Smith with the rebound. Puts it up for two. Third tie of the ball game. 10-10. 1:27 left here in the first. That'll be Jackson with the basketball. Full court pressure again. And she traveled. It'll be Havana basketball. Give them an opportunity to try to take the lead in this contest. Artheloni comes out into the ball game, French. As they get it into Brooks. Brooks the post, that's Howarder. They get it into the corner, that's French. And let's see what happened there. Okay, no foul. Ball was knocked out of bounds. Inbound by Smith. She got it into French, and it's back out front to Brooks. Back to Smith. Brooks. Howarder. Down in the corner. That's French. She drives and goes out of bounds. Still 10-10. 56.9 seconds left here in the first. Great first half of basketball here. Inbound's going to be Browers. She gets it into Tartar. Tartar, ball picked up by French, back the other direction. Brooks will have the basketball. Brooks in the corner to French. Back to Brooks. On top to Smith. Smith to Howarder. Howarder dribbles, gives out to French. French for three. Off the glass, no good. Rebound underneath there is Howarder. 2 points for her. Gives Havana the 12-10 lead here. Ball thrown away. Howarder with the basketball. Kicks it over to Kramer. Kramer shoots the two. No good. Rebound knocked away by Smith and tied back up by Marley. And they're going to call foul. And I believe that's going to be a frustration foul. And that's going to be on 4, Howarder. Inbound to be Browers. She'll get it in to Marley. Goes down the sidelines. Got a little pick there, but it didn't help much. Ball stolen away, and it'll stay Nokomis basketball as it goes out of bounds. Nokomis yet to get into a rhythm here, guys.
Yeah,
Havana's done a better job running the offense.
Yeah, they need to be able to have a better beater of the press because they haven't got past half court most of the time.
Tartar with the basketball. She throws down in the corner. That's Marley. She likes to have the ball down in that area and dribbles the ball out and doesn't even get a shot off. At the end of 1 quarter of play, it is Havana 12 and Nokomis 10 in Class 2A8 girls basketball. We'll be back.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Back with you on Central Illinois Sports. Steve Surratt, Lisa Surratt, and Tim and Jacob Hull with me today. As Havana leads 12-10, they get the ball to start the second quarter. Smith inbounds. She gets it in to Brooks. Brooks to Smith, to Howarder. She'll drive, kick it back out. And that's Kramer for three, no good. Rebound, Brooks. Howarder. Kramer drives. Howarder. Back out to Brooks. French in the corner. Back out to Brooks on the side. Nokomis content to sit out there in that 2-3, guys, and let them shoot the three.
Yeah, they're daring them to shoot at this point.
Ball down to Howarder inside, off the glass, no good. She knocks the rebound out. Kramer gets it and goes off her toe. That'll make it Nokomis basketball. 5:13 left here in the second. 12-10 on the scoreboard. Tarter gets it up. That'll be Marley. And she feeds around, gets it back. They get it back to Marley, and it's stolen by Howarder. She drives clear to the bucket, off the glass, and good. Mr. Workman says you're going to get the 2+1, old-fashioned 3-point. That'll be on Tarter.
Her first, team's fourth. Howard puts it up, and no good.
Rebound is Dean. She'll get to Tarter. Tarter with the basketball. There. Marley's taking a seat on the bench. Tarter still with the basketball. She's been dribbling this whole time, folks. Now she's pinned in a corner and throws it off of French out of bounds. Inbound will be Brewers. She gets it to Tarter and bounces it off of her foot. Going back the other way, we've had a lot of turnovers already in this ball game.
They've had at least 5 apiece, minimally.
Brooks, Smith, Kramer. She'll bring it back up on top. In the corner, that's French. Brooks, top of the key to Howarder. She gets it to French for 2, no good, and off of, my eyes deceiving me. I thought that was off of White, but I could be wrong. Marley's going to come back in the ball game. Out of the ball game will be Beatty. Brewers gets it into Tarter, and it's stolen. And a foul going to be called, and that's going to send Smith to the line. Smith was fouled, and I think that's going to be Tarter with that foul. That'll be a couple of fouls on her, isn't it, Lisa?
That is Tarter's second.
Smith will inbound. She gets it into Brooks, down in the corner to French. French set up for the three. She nails the three. 4 minutes left here. Havana pulling away, 17-10 here in the second quarter. Tarter with the basketball. She gets it up to Brewers. In the corner, In and out was Dean, no good. Browers with the rebound. Gonna have a timeout called. That's been 2 timeouts the coaches have called to stop either a 10 or a 5 count on that. 3:40 left here in the second. Havana leads 17-10 over Nokomis.
GSI Grain Bins. Maximize your profitability. From the initial site to developing your custom grain storage plan to the completion of the project. Mixer Lumber Company. We will be with you every step of the way. Mixer Lumber Company, your trusted GSI grain bin dealer.
I love training. I like to help people improve on their tasks. That food has been providing everything for me. They just treat you so well. When my life needed an opportunity, I chose that.
Back with you on Central Illinois Sports. Steve Surratt, Lisa Surratt, Tim Hull doing all the computer work, and Jacob Hull down there on the camera. Inbound's going to be Browers. She'll get it into Marley, excuse me. Bartolino, ball knocked back. To Marley. She's trying to get it to Tartar, but I'm telling you, folks, Smith is all over her, and she gets tied up, and the arrow is going toward Nokomis. She had nobody to throw the ball there.
She was locked up tight.
Tenacious defense by Havana. Browers will inbound. She gets it under the basket. That's going to be Bartolino off of her. That's going to be Kramer all the way down off the glass. No good. Ball bounces around. Ends up in Dean's hands. Tartar will bring it back the other direction, and they'll try to get it up quickly, but there's Havana with pressure. Marley has French on her, and a ball knocked out by French.
Havana very active on the defensive side of the ball, and that's how they have scored most of their points this game.
Inbound, Browers gets it into Tartar. Tries to feed down low to Dean, ends up in the hands of Brooks. Brooks coming back the other direction. 3-on-1, they lose it, and that'll be Marley seals the ball back. Tartar, and a travel by Tartar.
And some fans getting a warning already.
Yep. Fan, calm down. Inbound, French puts it in to Howarder, and she can't make it, and there's going to be a foul there. Jump ball. Wow. It'll be Havana basketball. Inbound, that's Howarder, gets it in to Smith. Smith to Brooks. Brooks over to Kramer, back to Howarder. She drives in, kicks out to Brooks for 2, no good. Rebound Dean for Nokomis. She'll get to Tartar. Tartar's had some major problems here. She gets around the coverage. And that's Dean for 2, no good. Come back the other way. That's Howard, or she's going to go coast to coast. Off the glass, no good with the left-hander. Rebound goes over to Bartolino. Tartar, and throws it in. Foul going to be called. I believe that's, going to be on 5. That's going to be on Evelyn Smith.
Fortunately, Tartar gets over here on the right side, and they just get her tied up. She can't get away from them. She needs to go for the center.
Great defense here. Tartar with the basketball. Jill Smith on her all the way over. Man-to-man defense by Havana, or matchup is the proper term these days. Marley into Dean. Dean gets her own rebound, no good. And Bartolino with the rebound. She's going to get fouled and go to the line for 2. That's, I believe, going to be on Howarder. That's her second foul of the ball game, right?
That is correct. Sisley is putting it up and put it in. That is the first point of this quarter for them.
No, it's Bartolino.
Did I mess it up?
Yep, Bartolino. 25, not 35. And the next one is up and good. So she made both of those, Lisa. That'll be Kramer. They get it in inside. Back in the game is Arthur for Havana. Tarter gets the ball up, and that is Reby. Dean, Reby. Down Tarter. Tarter feeds it into the lane to Bartolino. No good. Rebound Artholoni. And Havana will push. Kramer up to Smith. Back to Kramer. Kramer for three. No good. Ball bounces off hard. Rebound ends up in Smith's hands. They're going to kick it around the horn, around to French. She's going to try the three. And it's good. That makes it a 20-12 ball game with a minute to go here. Inbound stolen by Hallerter, no good. Smith with the rebound, no good. She's going to get fouled. Now there's a reason she moved forward so fast. Bertolino with the foul.
And it will be her third.
Well, Tim, we saw a lot of this in Riverton last week.
Smith puts it up and sinks it.
People getting in foul trouble in the first half.
Yeah, and that's not good for their second half because you can't really play them as soon as the second half starts unless you get them in their fourth foul during the third quarter.
Looking for another one here. Puts it up. No good.
Rebound Dean. She'll get it to Tarter. Tarter's trying to bring the ball up. She finally gets it over the line to Jackson. Jackson with the dribble. And she has got Hallerter all over her. Feeds the ball over. That was Browers. And the ball's going to get tied up. We're going to have a jump ball. You're in trouble when you go on the ground because you can't roll around. So the ball's pretty easily grabbed there. Browers gives in to Tarter. Marley with a pick. Tarter still with the dribble down in the far corner. Back out to Dean. She drives, loses the basketball. It's on the floor. Jump ball. It'll go the other way. Havana.
Howerton came out and Brooks came in for the Ducks. And Kramer's going to bring it across.
Coach Campana doing a good job giving her people rest. Kramer. Down in the corner. That's Brooks. Drives, kicks back out to Kramer. Kramer for three. No good. Rebound Tarter, and that's the end of the half, folks. It'll be, Havana 21 and Nokomis 12 will be into the halftime show brought to you by Little Jess Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Quincy. It's a place to go for your next vehicle. Their staff is committed to making the car buying process simple and make sure each customer's needs are satisfied. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them at 3431 Main Street in Quincy. We'll be back after these messages.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
Back with you on the Little Jess halftime program. That's Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They're at 3431 Main Street in Quincy. Stop by and see them for your next car buying adventure. And Lisa, what do you got for stats for us over there?
Nokomis is coming in here at half with 12 points. They have 6 of them by Bartoloni, 4 of them are by Dean, and 2 of them are by Marley. They're actually 100% at free throw line because they've only had 2 attempts there. They are 38% or 5 for 13 at the two-man land, and they've not attempted any threes.
Been trying to get the ball in the middle a lot.
And trying to feed it in there, and so far it's not quite made it for them. Now on the other side of things, Havana. They're coming in here with 21 points. 6 of them belong to French, 6 of them belong to Howerton, 5 of them are Kramer's, 3 of them are Artholonis, and 1 of them is Smith. They are 50% from the free throw line, or 2 for 4. They are 23%, 5 for 21 at two-man land, and they're actually 37% at the three-man land because they are 3 for 8 there. 2 of those belong to French, and the other one belongs to Kramer. So once again, they're going, Havana's coming in here with 21, and Nokomis will be coming in at 12 at halftime.
All right, that's your halftime stats, brought to you by Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Quincy, 3431 Main Street in Quincy. They'll make the car buying experience great for you. We're going to take a station break here, and we'll come back with some thoughts for the second half. You're listening to Central Illinois Sports, your source for state basketball.
Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you. Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005. Or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com. I
have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy. Oh, boy.
Not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
GSI grain bins are built using the highest strength steel available. This allows you to store more grain to maximize your profitability and efficiency. Buy one now and receive our winter discount program. Mixer Lumber Company, your GSI grain bin dealer.
Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner of PCRE Real Estate and Auction, has over 15 years of experience, specializing in selling hunting and recreational properties and farmland. Chris prides himself on combining buyers and sellers, both local and from around the country, to help both parties achieve their land investment goals. Chris takes the time to walk clients through the process of selling their property from start to finish, making the experience feel seamless and enjoyable. Contact Chris Nichols and PCRE Real Estate and Auction at 217-473-3777. Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Back with you on Central Illinois Sports, your source for IESA state basketball. We're starting the third quarter. It is Havana 21 and Nokomis 12. Fourth place team from last year's 7th grade tournament and the first place team from the 7th grade tournament playing each other right out of the gate this morning. It'll be Browers trying to inbound. She can't find Tarter. Again, great job by Smith. Ball knocked away. That's going to go to Howerter. She gets it over to French. French going to shoot the three. She nails the three right out of the gate, guys. That's not a good sign for Nokomis. As they bring the ball, Tarter gets it back the other way. That's Dean from two-point land. No good. Rebound, Howarder. She'll push the ball up for Havana. Gets low. Smith wide open under the basket for two. Makes it 26-12. Timeout. Nokomis, he wants a full timeout to talk about it. 5:31 left here in the third. 26-12, Havana over Nokomis.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Back with you on Central Illinois Sports. Again, if we could just put the stuff on the microphone that is not on the microphone at the breaks, you guys would be entertained, I take it. Inbound. It's going to be Brewers. She can't get it in. Oh, she finally lost it in. It's going to be stolen. Kramer ends up with the basketball. Feeds low. That's French under the basket. That's 7 straight points to start this third quarter action. 28-12, 5:20 here in the third. Full court pressure again. Marley with the basketball. She finally gets it over to Brewers. Brewers going to bring the ball up. She doubled. 10-second count. Coach burnt 2 timeouts in the first half because of 10 and 5-second almost calls. But tenacious defense. Smith. Kramer gets it into Artheloni. She feeds down on the backside to Howarder. She drives off the glass. No good. Gets her own rebound. Knocked around on the ground. We're going to have a jump ball. Maybe. No. Dean ends up with it. Now we got a jump ball. It'll be Havana basketball. Their chance to go on a 9 or a 10-point run here. It'll be Smith to inbound. Looking for Artheloni. She wasn't open. Going to watch. Got to get it out there. Finally do, and that's going to be an over. Nope, they say it was tipped. Now she's going to lose the ball off her foot. All right, the ball will be Nokomis down on their end. Brewers. And a 5 count. That's 2 5 counts almost in a row there.
Just almost got to loft the ball anymore.
Kramer gets it over to French. French tries to get it into Artheloni. It's knocked away. Coming away with it's going to be Jackson. She'll bring it up on the left side. She has got Howarder on her. Still has her dribble because there's no place to go. And the ball goes out of bounds. And it's still going to stay Nokomis basketball as it was knocked out by Howarder. Smith right on Tartar. Barely got the ball into her. She throws it down low, and that ball's picked off by Howarder. And knocked out of bounds by Brewers. Kramer will bring the ball up down to 4:15. 16-point lead for Havana. Howarder in the corner to Smith. Back door was wide open to Kramer for 2. 9-point run. 30-12. Back this way, that'll be Jackson. Jackson gets it to Tartar. Drives down the right side. She'll go clear at the corner, and then she gets the ball. Oh, they're going to call blocking foul on French.
Be French's first.
Jackson's going to come out of the ball game, and Marley back in. Brooklyn Marley in the ball game. Brewers gets it into Tartar. Tartar's going to shoot the 3. No good. A rebound. Brewers. Marley. Marley drives baseline on French, and French is going to get another foul.
Her Their second one back-to-back, but Nokomis is seeing the necessity. They only scored 2 points in the second quarter, so they've definitely got to push the push.
And French will have a seat. Inbound Brewers. Gets it back door to Marley. Off the glass. No good. Rebound Artheloni. Wow. That was everything but in the basket. Kramer puts it into Artheloni. She pivots. She drives. Nope. Going to kick it out to Brooks. Kramer. Howarder. Brooks. Kramer. Back over. Havana being really patient here, and they've kind of been patient during the ball game, waiting for that back door or just a good shot. From the free throw line, that was Artheloni. No good. Rebound, Bartolino. Tartar gets it down to Marley. Marley gets it down to Bartolino. And in for 2 points. Their first 2 points of this second half. Brooks with the basketball. Kicks it left. That's Smith. He'll kick it back right. Corner Kramer. To Artheloni. Ball knocked away. She gets it back. And foul going to be, timeout called by Havana. 2:31 left here in the third. Havana 30 and Nokomis 14. We'll be back.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
Back with you on Central Illinois Sports. Girls 8th grade 2A quarterfinal action. Havana and Nokomis. Havana 30-14 and a 5 count.
Another 5 count.
That's
two and two that could have been.
That's the first one on Havana. Ball back Marley. She tries to get the ball to Tartar. Tartar throws it down. That's Dean. She'll try to shoot the long two. No good. Rebound is Kramer. She'll bring it back the other direction. Gets it to Smith. Kramer. French back in the ball game. They kick it around. He'll go to the corner to Brooks. She'll feed in to Howarder. The ball's knocked away, picked back up by Smith. Kramer in the corner to French. Howarder, she drives in, kicks out to French, set up for the three, makes the three. You cannot let her set up. How many threes is that for her, Lisa?
That is her fourth.
They get it into Marley. Stops her dribble, kicks it across. That's Brewers. Brewers drives, puts it up, no good. Ball fought for, ends up in French's hands. She'll kick it out to Kramer. 1:25 left here in the third. 33-19, 19-point lead for the Havana Lady Ducks. Brooks. Over to French. Over to Smith. Kramer, she sets up for the three, no good. Rebound fought for, ends up in Tartar's hands. She'll try to dribble out of it, gets it down the court to Marley. Marley looking for someone, gets it to Tartar. She drives in. She's in the land of the Giants when she goes down there. Gets it in to Bertolino for 2 points. What is that, 4 points for her in this quarter?
This quarter, that is correct.
That's Kramer for 2. No good. Dean with the rebound. And I would have let backdoor feed on that steal, and it's going to be a jump ball.
With just that 24 seconds in the third quarter to go.
Beatty coming into the ball game. Arston into the ball game. And also Jackson. Gonna try to rest the starters a little bit this last few seconds. Inbound. And the ball's picked off. That's French. She'll give it to Kramer. They'll reset the offense. Oh no, Kramer's gonna set up for three and make the three. And got a violation on the inbound, and Havana's gonna get the ball back. 36-16, a 20-point lead. Throwers coming back in the ball game. Coming out is Beatty. Out top to Brooks. Down low, that's Brooks. Kramer.
Just pass it around.
Brooks for two, makes the two. They are hot. 38-16, that's into 3/4 of play as Havana leading Nokomis in this quarterfinal. First game of the day. We'll be back after these messages.
At Game Masters in Quincy,
we're passionate about the outdoors.
Game Masters has the perfect gifts for this holiday season.
Come in and check out all of the great gift ideas like hunting accessories, clothing, gun safes, guns and bows.
Let Game Masters help you with your holiday shopping.
Go to GameMastersOutdoors.com to check out the selection.
And don't forget gift cards for those hard-to-buy loved ones. Clothing, fishing, hunting, gifts, and more.
Game Masters in Quincy. We're passionate about the outdoors.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply. Tell my mom to pick me up soon.
Back with you on Central Illinois Sports. Havana has the basketball to start the fourth quarter. They're ahead 38-16, 22-point lead. Kramer in the corner. Brooks, Smith, back door, nice job to Howarder for 2 points. I think before long, hopefully we'll see the Dogs get called off here, which we do. They're picking them up after they cross the half line. Class act there by Havana. Tarter dribbles, tries to throw it over to the right side to
got her on the line,
and it was out. Brooks will have the basketball. Got to play 2 games today if you win, so I would look for Havana to try to get some rest for their starters so that they got fresh legs for this afternoon. They pass the ball around. Again, find the open man or person, Kramer, under the basket. She gets 2 points, making it 42, making it a 26-point lead. And I think there's going to be a foul on that pick, isn't there? Yep. 22. Harston is going to get the foul.
Her first.
She'll come out of the ball game. Marley back into the ball game. Brooks with the basketball. Smith down in the corner to Kramer. She drives, goes up. Nope. She's trapped. She's got to get back out. She does. She gets it back out to Smith. They'll reset the offense at this point. French down low to Howarder, and a foul going to be called.
25.
Reaching over on Bartolino.
And that will be her fourth. She's coming out, and in will come Dean.
Inbound to be Smith. Gets it low for French, off the glass, no good. She gets her own rebound, puts it up left-handed, makes that one. Makes it a 28-point lead. 44-16. One more basket by Havana without Nokomis making one. Will make it a running clock the rest of the ball game. That's Tarter. She's had a tough ball game. Gets it into Dean. Dean can't move around down there. Back to Tarter. Tarter for three. No good. Rebound. Tipped out. And Kramer pushes the ball down. And a three by French, no good. Back the other way, Tarter. Gives it over, that will be Jackson. Jackson with the dribble, gives it back, hands it to Tarter. Picked there by Marley. They try to go back door to Browers. Marley ends up scrambling for the loose ball and jump ball. And it will be Nokomis basketball. 3:34 left here in the fourth. 44-16. Back in is Bertolino. Browers trying to inbound. Just got it in to Bertolino. That'll be Tarter for three. She nails the three. And so with that timeout, 3:28 left here in the fourth, 44-19, Havana.
Go team, go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray, hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Seed selection is one of the important decisions required to achieve yield goals. Logan Agri-Service represents top seed lines in the industry like Lewis Hybrids, Stein Seed, and AgriGold, and focuses on products developed to meet or exceed our customers' expectations. Sit down with one of our experienced local seed experts who will work with you to help select top-producing corn hybrids and soybean varieties tailored for your specific soils and fertility levels. Or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
Back with you on the broadcast here. Feed to the corner. That's French for two. No good. A rebound fought for. Ends in the hands of Smith. Smith back out front. That'll be Kramer. Everybody's got their starters in except for like one for Havana. And we've got a 25-point game here. Ball's going to be brought back out by Brooks. State game here, folks. I would be getting my players in, and if I'm Havana, I'd be resting players. But allow your bench players, they're the ones that practice against you during the week, to get into this state game. Smith. 5 seconds, not getting across, making progress with the ball. That's all you have to do is make the progress toward the basket, and not done. Tarter with the basketball. We're down under about the 2:35 now left here in this game. And that was almost a double dribble if she hadn't tapped it. That'll be Browers for two, no good. 2:27 left. Postgame will be brought to you by Blessing Health System. Has locations throughout the area to meet the healthcare needs of your family. From walk-in to primary care, specialty care, and emergency medicine, Blessing Health Systems is here to serve you. Learn more at blessinghealth.org. Kramer.
Kramer and Smith. Brooks is on the left.
Derek Harris will bring your player of the ball game. That's Kramer. She drives, loses the basketball, kicks to Smith. Down to under 2 minutes. Just dribbling the ball around by Havana.
Say she could go straight in.
Kicks it into French. Kramer. Kicking it around.
Minute 30.
And full timeout.
Maybe we'll
Minute 30, 44-19. Havana leading Nokomis. We'll be back.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
Thank you, Tim. Back with you on Central Illinois Sports. 1:30 left. Steve commentary here. 1:30 left. Both benches ought to be empty. But we're not. Basketball off front. That's Kramer. Back out to the front. Dribble. Kicks it out. Take that back. We did make one change. Marley Smith into the ball game.
Kramer
with the basketball. Werder with the basketball. Back out front to Brooks. And we've got Dye in the ball game. So we do have a couple changes for Havana. Dribble with the ball. That'll be Brooks. Back around. That'll be Howard.
Just wanted to foul so you can get his bench cleared off on Nokomis' side of things. They are bringing in five off the bench. And officials asking Havana, do you want any new ones in?
I'm going to say these words. Dave Bishop, thank you so much for asking that, Coach. Maybe you want to sub in some players now. I'll allow some time for that if you would like to. Ball being inbounded. That'll be Duncan with the basketball. She gives it over to Markley. That is Jordan Markley. She makes 2 points, gets her name in the book.
Give me an opportunity.
Ball being brought up on the other side. I'll try to get these names down for you. Quincy Reby in. Gets it back out to Beatty. She wants to give it back to Reby, but it's going to be knocked away by Duncan.
She's going to stay right with her, though.
That's it.
Game.
That's going to be the end of the contest. Your postgame show is brought to you by Blessing Health Systems with locations throughout the region to meet your healthcare needs for your family. From walk-in to primary care to specialty care and emergency medicine, Blessing Health Systems is here to serve you. Learn more at blessinghealth.org. Lisa's going to have the stats here. We're going to keep it here just for a minute, Tim. But Havana moves on to play the winner of this next ball game at 5 o'clock this evening here in the 2A 8th grade state. Coming up for you in the next game will be Paris Crestwood and Serena. We've got some names here for Paris Crestwood that we have had before. And so, Lisa, got your stats ready?
I do. On the Nokomis side of things, they came up a little short with 19 points. 10 of those belong to Bartoloni. 4 of them belong to Dean. 3 of them were Tartars, and 2 of them were Marleys. They were 2 for 2 at free throw line, 7 for 19 at 2-man land, and 1 for 3 at the 3-man. On the Havana side of things, your lead scorer for them was Maggie French with 14. 12 of them belonged to Ava Kramer. 8 of them were Madeline Howarders. 3 of them were Artholonis. 2 of them were Jordan Marley. 5 of them were Evelyn Smith, and 2 of them belonged to Jenna Brooks. They were 2 for 4 at 3 free throw line, 13 for 34 at 2, and 6 for 13 at the 3-man land. And those 3-man, most of them belong to Maggie French. So once again, Havana came off with a victory on this one, 46-19 over Nokomis.
Tim, your player of the ball game is brought to you by?
Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player game on Central Illinois Sports.
All right, I think Maggie French is my player of the ball game. When she started making those threes, again, as we saw last night in the championship game, that three-pointer in Eustis in Thursday night's game opened that up for Nauvoo Calusa. The same thing happened today with Havana when French started making those threes. It just opened the game wide open.
Yeah, as soon as she started making shots, the whole team got hotter and hotter, and they broke open that lead from like 2 or 3 points all the way up to 10, 11, 12 points. And before halftime, she was their leading scorer, I believe.
Well, and I'm gonna say that's the offensive player of the game, because the defensive player of the ball game is Evelyn Smith. She was sheer havoc out front on Tartar that whole ball game. So with that, Lisa Surratt, Steve Surratt, Tim Hull, and Jacob Hull, we're going to end this broadcast, and they'll get us ready for the next one. Thank you for watching and listening.